Alright, welcome back to the Crazy Leo Plays channel. I'm your host, Leo. Very appreciative to the new subscribers to the channel. Welcome to everyone. I'm going to start a new game today. It's an RPG. I've wanted to try this one for a while. It's a sequel to a game I enjoyed quite a bit a while back. It's Octopath Traveller 2 on the Nintendo Switch. It's published by Square Enix. Let me just get through this stuff here. Yeah, we're gonna have English voices. Is there some voice acting in this one? I can't remember if the last one had voice acting or not. I think we're gonna put it just one below. See how that goes. You can change your preference anytime from the settings. Okay, yeah, let's go with this. Your changes have not been applied. No. Oh, there we go. Alright, perfect, confirmed. But yeah, like I said, it's published by Square Enix. I love the art style in the first game, and it seems like it's the same style in this one. I didn't know Unreal Engine was used for this game. I did play the demo a while back. I think it was last year when it first came out. I played the demo. Wanted to play the game since, but then never got to it. I think I got this game with a small sale, but yeah, honestly love the pixel art in this game. The 3D pixel is just beautiful to my eyes. But yeah, I'm just gonna ask you guys to like this video, especially for the first few parts of the playthroughs, as it gives you an idea of which games you guys all like. Subscribe to the channel if you like my playthroughs of these types of games, and yeah, I guess enough chit chat. Let's get to it. I am just gonna get into the settings. I'm just gonna check out a few things. So game options, games, message speed, let's go with fast. Text displays, text display, fast forward. Set how long text remain on the screen when fast forwarding. Let's just go with default for now. Sure, why not? Battle cursor position, does it matter? I don't remember for this stuff. Let's just go with that for now. Graphic options, screen effects enabled, dynamic battle camera enabled. Yeah, let's go with that. Alright, so master volume. Let's bring that down a bit.
Octopath Traveller.
Alright.
Octopath Traveller.
Let's max that out. Let's bring ambient sound. I think we're just gonna leave that like that. They say voice, so I'm not sure if there's gonna be voice acting or not, but let's go with that. Let's apply these changes. Okay, let's jump in. Obviously I played the first game, so I know that's kind of the dynamics of this game. Dancer Agnia. Lure brings townspeople whenever you may go. Talent, dance session, dance with an allure companion to trigger various effect. Agnia Breeze Darny. Not sure how to say that. You're a dancer, your talent begin to the region of Leafland. To a tavern dancer in a small village, you have big dreams of future. Okay, so oh, there's a time? I remember this when I played the demo. There's a time thing, so the path action changes. So lure and treat, obtain items from townspeople. I see. All together now, extend the reach of skills to all. Interesting, okay. Okay, that's definitely interesting. Whoops, that's not what I want to do. So the merchant Partitio. Purchase, obtain items from town people. Okay, so he can basically just buy stuff. Talent, business partners. Leverage your hired helpless talent to get a host of benefits. Your name is Partitio Yellowwill, and you're a merchant. Your talents begin in a vast waste of the wildlands. After witnessing the rise and fall of the pioneer towns you call home, you set to gaze upon the horizon. Okay, I'll be back once I eliminate that devil called poverty from the world. Okay, he's a he's a capitalist that wants to destroy poverty. Usually that's not how it works. With dreams of bringing prosperity to all, you embark on the journey with only the scent of commerce to guide you. Okay, so hire. Bring townspeople wherever you may go so you can hire people. Okay. Who and how. Replenish all your BP in an instant. That's definitely interesting. So BP used to be a very big big part of the mechanics in this game. Ooh, this is the warrior, I guess. Challenge. Engage in battle with townspeople. Learn skills, master skills during challenges, and use them in battle. Your name is Hikari, and you are a warrior. Your tale begins in the desert region of Hinouma. You are the younger prince of Ku, a nation ever at war. Worry for your people who have suffered greatly from the ceaseless battles. I pray for a world without conflict, without bloodshed, hoping to bring peace to your nation. You strike out on a journey for your like-minded allies. So warrior that wants peace. Again, something that usually don't go hand to hand. Bribe. Obtain information from townspeople. Usually a warrior doesn't bribe people, but a warrior peace maybe. Shadow holds. Unleash the darkness within to gain access to special skills. Okay, he looks definitely... I did it again. Apothecary Casti. Soothe. Administer medicine to townspeople to allay their pain and allow them to rest. Every drop counts. Concoct without using any material. Interesting. Your name is Casti Florence, and you are an apothecary. Your tales begin in a town port of Harborlands, I should say. Discovered adrift at sea, you awoke to the realization that you could not recall your own name. The only clues to your identity are your satchel and skill as an apothecary. I need to rediscover who I am, and there's something else, something important that I'm forgetting. Unable to ignore the nagging feeling within you, you embark on a journey to recover what you lost. So that's the night path action. The day path action is inquire, obtain information, townspeople. Okay, so I think that's probably the same thing as the mage. Use material to craft, healing, and artists. Okay, so nighttime seems to be interesting. Game mechanic as well. Ooh, Hunter Ochets. Oh, I remember the Hunter class. Provoke, engage battle with townspeople. Okay, so basically the same as the warrior type. Capture, prepare, captured beasts and turn them into items. Okay, that's different. What about nighttime? Befriend, bring townspeople wherever you may go. Animal instinct, let your inner beast loose and gain access to special skills. And the art style change, I didn't even notice that. Your name is Oshet and you are a hunter. Your tale begins in the Isle of Totohaha alongside your fellow beastling. Despite your trouble with the human islanders, you live a carefree life, that is, until you learn of an encroaching calamity known as the Night of the Scarlet Moon. Alright, Master Juba. I'll do it. I'll find those creatures of legends and bring them back. Desperate to save your home, you set sails and search for those who can help. Okay, so that's definitely interesting. Thief Drone. Drone? French? English? I'm not sure. Awesome. Okay. Definitely interesting art style for a thief. Steal, obtain items from townspeople. Blessing of this darkness grants all allies augmenting effect at night. But this is the daytime. Ambush, knock townspeople unconscious, leave no trace, act twice in a single turn. Interesting, okay. That's definitely interesting. Your name is Drone Anguis. Trône Anguis. Maybe it's French, I'm not sure. You are a thief. Your tales begin in a thrilling city in bright lands. You are a member of the Black Snake, a thief guild that controls the city from the shadows. Your job is to steal and clean. Not again. Not this stench. Every time I breathe it in, it feels as though my very lungs are rotting. The stench of blood. Determined to escape the cycle of bloodshed, you embark on a journey for the keys to your freedom. Interesting. So she's almost like an assassin, less like a thief. Interesting. Cleric Demoness. Greek. Guide, bring townspeople wherever you go. So that seems to be a pathway that a lot of people have. Moonlight Judgment, inflict all foes with enfeebling effect at night. Your name is Temenos Mistral, and you are a cleric. Your tales begin in the mountainous regions of Crestland. Though easygoing in your duties as Inquisitor, that all changes the day of a tragic incident takes place in the church. Oh dear. I suppose it can be helped. After all, doubt is what I do. Since then, there is much more to the incident than meets the eye. You set out to solve the mystery left in its wake. Coerce. A cleric that coerce. Then again, he might be like a Templar kind of person. Obtain information from townspeople. Judgment lowers your full shield points with any attack. Oh, that's interesting. That's part of mechanic too. Okay. And is he the last one? Yeah, he is the last one. Okay. So he's the last one here. Scholar Oswald. Scrutinize, obtain information from townspeople, study foes, gain insight into the foe's weak points at the start of battle. See, that is just too good. Especially at the beginning of the game, so I might actually start with him. What's his other mug? Obtain items from townspeople. He can mug people. Yo. Steal things without having to fight or pay money for. Not much of a very scholarly thing to do, but then again. Constraint spells. Focus spells on a single target with greater potency. That's interesting as well. Your name is Oswald V. Rubenstein, and you are a scholar. Your tale begins in the snow-swept reaches of the Winterlands. You have been sentenced to life in prison for murdering your wife and daughter, and have since spent 1,879 days locked within a frigid cell. Harvey, the man who took everything from me, shall die by my hands, I swear it. Not even the bitter cold can extinguish the raging fires of your breast. And so you set out to exact revenge. Bro. Okay, that is definitely my kind of story. Revenge, intrigue, and I like to think of myself as somewhat of a scholar. Not really. Not a book guy at all, but I do like this I don't like how he looks per se, but yeah, I think I'm going with this guy to start. Alright, we've decided. We're going with this guy. So let's choose. Osvald is being held prisoner. His tale will continue unredempted until the end of chapter 2. Proceed anyways. Yeah, why not?
The fire in my breast shall never be extinguished.
The fire in my breast shall never be extinguished. I like that. So this thing has voice acting. Interesting.
All things in this world have a source. Nothing begets nothing. Follow the chain of cause and effect, and it will lead you to the answer you seek.
That's science.
For the record, you, Osvald, plead not guilty. Is that correct? The facts are thus. Upon extinguishing the fire, the bodies of your wife and daughter were found in the rubble. They were nearly charred beyond recognition. A gruesome sight. I'm sure you agree. Thus, the court accepts, without objection, immolation as the cause of death.
Yeah.
However, there is one last inexplicable detail. Nothing one could reasonably consider the cause of the conflagration was found at the scene.
Big words.
Ergo, the fire ought not to have happened at all. Absent the use of magic, that is. You were a scholar of magic, weren't you, Osvald? Is that a mere coincidence? I think not. Having conducted a thorough investigation of the scene, the court holds the following to be true. You, Osvald, were the only one capable of starting such a fire that night.
In the sacred name of Alephan the Scholar King, the court hands down the following verdict.
That's so funny. In the sacred name of Alephan the Scholar King. This is a realm of scholars, but he's the only scholar that can use magic. That seems a little weird.
Osvald V. Van Stein, we find you guilty of the murder of your wife and daughter, for which you are sentenced to life imprisonment on Frigid Isle. Do you have any last words?
Harvey. The man who took everything from me shall die by my hand. I swear it.
Who's this Harvey guy? The justice system failing. Always. Always, always, always. 5 years later.
Frigid Isle, a solitary island in the far northern reaches of the sea. Some call it the edge of the world. Blanketed in snow all through the year. The nearest continent is due east. 4 days' journey by sea. Even on the largest vessel. Even then, the fierce blizzards at sea can make a wreck of the mightiest ships. Trips to and from this accursed place are heavily regulated.
Looks like we're gonna have to escape somehow.
This place holds all mainlanders found guilty of the most heinous crimes. It held over 300 of us at its peak. In its 80-year history, none have escaped.
Until now.
Or rather, I should say,
the deplorable treatment of the prisoners ensured that lives end before sentenced to.
I have survived for 1,879 days. But neither the unforgiving climate, nor the ravages of time, shall extinguish the fire in my breast.
He said that quite a few times already.
Another frigid day in hell, eh, Professor? You know what this is? It's your little notebook. It never leaves your hands, does it? Oh, don't look at me like that. I'm only borrowing it. You were quite the scholar, weren't you? Yes, this notebook could be worth quite a lot. I'm sure it'd fetch me a tidy pile of cigarettes. You're welcome to take it back, of course, but you'll have to fight me for it.
Ooh, battle time. Alright, basic controls: move, path action, main menu, confirm, dash. Okay. Alright. Alright, you can run around. Path action mug. At night also can mug townspeople for their belongings. Interesting. Is that how much cash I have at the top right? Oh, I see. Yes. You will obtain the following if you successfully mug this person. If you want it back so badly, come and get it. Okay, so mugging leads to a battle. Interesting. Exploit your foe's weakness to break their defense. I kind of know that. Oswald can utilize staff in battle to reveal enemy weak points. Once he can use more weapons, select attack and choose the one you want. Okay. Okay. Boost mode to deal a devastating blow, break an enemy with drastically reduce defense and render them unable to act. Press R to enter boost mode, and the potency of your attack and abilities will surge. You gain 1 boost point per turn. You can spend up to 3 to boost and command 3 levels of power. If you use boost mode, you will not gain any BP in the phone. Okay, so I remember that. That's pretty fine. Oh, you're muzzled. I was wondering what was around your face. Why not? Finished. Alright, leveled up already. That's great. Healing grape, that's good too. I was wondering why there's no music during that fight.
Take it back. I've got no use for your filthy scribblings anyhow.
Sore loser.
Help! Guards! He's gonna kill me!
Alright, we got our notebook.
Help! Somebody!
What's all this about?
Warden Davis.
It's him. He attacked me.
Well, if it isn't Osvald, our magical murderous scholar. How do you like the new toy I gave you, Professor? It's a fine little muzzle, isn't it? Keeps you from speaking those spells you love so much. You're the only one who has the honor of wearing it, I'll have you know. You should be kissing my feet. What's that look for?
I'm gonna shove that up where the sun don't shine. Got tired already.
I know defiance when I see it, and I'll have none of it. I'd love to hear what you sound like. I really would. When you're begging for your life, that is.
They just gave him a beating and just left the other guy there.
"13 seconds. 13 seconds from the time a prisoner calls for help to the guard's response. At least some valuable information's come of all this. One warden and 34 guards for 292 prisoners. Over time, I've learned much about the way the prison and the people within it work. And all of that knowledge shall inform my eventual escape.
Let's go.
An escape for which the plan is written in this notebook, using a cipher, naturally. I've revised said plan numerous times these last 5 years, and polished it to a fine sheen. Only 3 pieces of the puzzle remain. The first, an escape route.
That's a big piece.
For this, I have chosen a passage that leads beneath the prison. This passage is overlooked even by the guards themselves, and it leads directly out of this place.
That's
I
convenient.
must conduct a more thorough review of it, and soon. The second, suitable clothing.
Yeah, the cold that's
Once I
vital.
escape, I'll be exposed to the elements. The cold will claim me in minutes if I am clad in nothing but these rags. The third and final, an accomplice. To escape on my own would be to rely on my own assumptions. I require the help of another with intimate knowledge of the prison's inner workings. With these 3 pieces in place, my plan shall move that much closer to completion. At which point, only its execution shall remain.
Interesting. The next morning.
Wake up, human filth! To work with you!
I understand this island was once dotted with mines. Entire mountains were reduced to rubble for ore. And the prison was built atop the wreckage.
Interesting.
To this day, there remains phosphate buried in the frigid earth. It's immensely flammable, and sells for a fair bit of coin. So the prisoners are forced to mine it, and the guards line their pockets with the proceeds.
Mine, scum! Keep those hands moving! I said, keep moving! Unless you'd rather freeze to death! What's wrong with you?
I can't move anymore. Too cold.
Don't you go soft on me, criminal filth. Need I remind you that you were sent here to atone for your misdeeds? So beg whatever gods you serve for forgiveness, and dig, you useless little mole! Your life is worthless compared to the precious phosphor you cleave from the earth. And believe you me, we'd burn you instead if you were anywhere near as easy to set alight. Do you understand?
Warden, sir, is already dead.
Oh, damn.
An unfortunately common sight. We are adaptable creatures. Any environment, no matter how horrific, can be made ordinary.
I agree with that. Honestly, prisons like this, not sure they exist anymore. At least not in the West. Maybe in Russia?
Forced labor is followed by a vanishingly small window of free time. It is in this free time that I review the remaining pieces of my plan. They are three. The first, an escape route. The prison is as old as it is massive. There are bound to be gaps and awkward seams. Perhaps I can glean a hint or two from someone with intimate knowledge of the island's history. The second, suitable clothing. One they call the Provisioner sells the clothing I'll need to survive. But first, I need to find them. I'll start by asking any prisoners who might know this Provisioner. The third and final piece, an accomplice. My accomplice cannot be an ordinary prisoner. I must find someone capable of enacting my escape plan.
Interesting.
Then all that will remain is the plan's execution.
Okay, use your radar at the bottom right to check the area and find your heading. Continue story here, so that symbol. If you are too far, continue to the destination marker in green. I see. Okay, side story, starting point, save point, hidden items. Alright, pretty straightforward. Do filthy murders like you even have hearts. Ouch. That's not nice. Ooh, I can save it there. I'd rather be out here in the cold than locked up in that cell. I usually like warm places. They say home is where you make it, but who the hell could make this place a home? I think the point is not to allow prisoners to make it into a home. Let's save it here. Let's go in here.
There are not so many guards watching the cafeteria during this shift. Now is my chance to find an accomplice.
Interesting. During the day, Oswald can scrutinize to glean new knowledge from townspeople. Okay, scrutinize. Yeah, let's go with that. Prisoner number, impression, flippant. A footlicker who reports misconduct to prisoner guards, the second who witnesses it, which has made him most unwelcome among the other prisoners. The rat.
No, this one won't do.
I had the same. Prisoner number, a prisoner who was once an aristocrat. He seemed cultured and intellectual, but is prone to leap and subject as well as sudden bouts of shouting and unwillingness. I don't think that's gonna work either.
I cannot tie my fortunes to this prisoner.
I like watching people enjoy their food. That's a little weird. Emerald. Sentenced 30 years, a well-known figure around the prison. He exceedingly wary demeanor belies a sense of determination unlike any other. Yeah, probably this guy.
You there. A word. What are you playing at? Skulking around and sizing up all the prisoners. Ah, right. You can't speak on account of the muzzle. I've been watching you. You know, for the last 5 years.
Oh, jeez. You've already spent
In
5
all that
years.
time, you've been feigning indifference while you surveilled the place, right? The other prisoners, the guards, everyone and everything. Watching for minute differences, like you're making some sort of audit. Far as I'm concerned, only 2 types of prisoners watch silently for 5 years. Hungry beasts and people plotting an escape. That's it.
Hungry beasts and people plotting escape, really?
If it's the former, I know someone who can help. But if it's the latter... So, which one are you, Professor? Shake your head if you're the former, or nod if you're the latter.
I guess you can trust him.
So, my eyes didn't deceive me after all. You're quite clever, I'll say that. Now, for my formal request. I went in on your plan. I can be of use to you. You'll see. I got lots of valuable information I'll only share with a close confidant.
I like the music in the background.
Long years in this place. That's why they call me Emerald the Informant. I know my information's good. You could do far worse, Professor Jailbreak.
Only someone of considerable wit could have figured out my plot through mere observance.
It's true.
Further, he is correct that I have need of his wares. I can certainly use him to my advantage.
I knew you'd see it my way.
And the fact that he's sentenced 30 years, I mean, he's got to get out one way or the other.
So, what would you have me do?
This horrid island is 4 days' journey from the nearest shore. Even if our escape proves successful, we'll need a ship capable of making the journey to the mainland. I have set my sights on the vessel carrying the inspectors, who visit the prison on an erratic schedule. Thus, I need to know when it is due to arrive next. The ledger containing that information is fiercely guarded. I stand no chance of laying eyes on it.
So we're gonna basically jump, stow away in the ship.
But all I need to know is the date. For that will be the date we make our escape.
Understood. That won't come easily. Not impossible, though. I'll contact you once I have it. One more thing. Get me the key to this muzzle. Can't make any promises there, seeing as it was made just for you. Let's just pray luck is on our side, eh, confidant?
The plan is in motion. I just need to let the informant do his work.
Alright. Let's see where that leads. Seems to be like a trustworthy person.
Osvald. Osvald.
The heck?
Have you found the answer?
To work, maggots! Move!
After forced labor. Now I simply need to determine an escape route and procure suitable cold weather wear. Someone who knows the history of this place should be able to point me to the right direction. I should seek out the prisoner they call the Provisioner if I want cold weather wear. The only question is which to procure first. Interesting. Guess I'll save this. Okay. Probably talked. You're better off not knowing what I've done. Oh wait, I can figure this out pretty easily. Crimes: fraud, perjury, forgery. Sentence 18 years. Prisoners is delusional and a pathological liar. Interesting. A firm believer that justice is served when the prisoner suffers and that they must be guided with a firm and unsparing hand. He greatly admires Warden Davids and hopes to take his place. I don't know how I feel about that guy. Hey, muzzle mouth, wipe that smug look off your face. Yeesh. Yeesh, yeesh, yeesh. Fire is so warm and toasty. We have a pyro guy. The citizen, possibly silent man, is charged with document creation at the prison. Said silence is born of the deep-seated hatred of the every prisoners on the island. Perhaps the only saving grace is that his silence keeps him from becoming yet another voice berating the inmates. Jeez, where did these find these guys? Alright, let's just go ahead, talk to this guy.
So you're the muzzled scholar I've heard so much about. You look like you need something. Same as everyone else who comes to see me.
He's a provisioner, I guess.
The name's Bale. Most call me the Provisioner. I can secure most anything people ask for. Not for money, given our circumstances. But everyone has something of value on them, if you know what I mean.
So, he won't hand it over for free. Though, if I can find his weakness, I'd better scrutinize some of the other prisoners.
Okay. Scrutinize a person who knows Bale's weakness. Ooh, this guy. Crime, human trafficking. Jeez, okay. 28 years for human trafficking. Only. Interesting. Prisoner is extremely violent, former human trafficking victim turned human trafficker. Hurt people, hurt people. No, what was this? Hurt people, hurt people. Yeah, I think that's the saying.
I don't believe this prisoner knows anything.
Alright, he was useless.
Hmm.
98 years. But they don't tell us what he's done. A relatively mild-mannered prisoner compared to the others. He was unable to read upon incarceration, but learned to do so under the library's guard tutelage.
I don't believe this prisoner knows anything.
Okay, he's also not useful. Warden Davids dropped his coin purse the other day. This prisoner watched as Bill picked it up. He doesn't dare tell a soul, though, as Bill knows his weakness.
Here it is. Surely this is the provisioner's weakness. Let's see how he responds.
Nice. Alright, that's good. Okay, can't do anything here. Can I go this way? Nope. Okay, let's go to that guy. Known to many as the provisioner, he's capable of acquiring most anything asked of him, albeit at the rather enormous cost. Interesting.
Finally come to pay, have you? What's that scrap of paper in your hand? What in... Where did you get this? Whatever you want, it's yours. Just swear you won't speak a word of this to anyone.
Okay, that's funny.
My plan proceeds apace. This clothing ought to keep me from freezing to death.
Back to your cells, you animals!
That will have to wait. Back to
the hole for now. Interesting. Seems you could... I kind of find that a little dumb that you can only do one thing at a time.
Osvald. Have you found the answer?
What's going on?
No, Harvey. Though I have a theory. Behold this small flame. Nothing exceptional.
And that's pretty impressive, the art. The pixel art for the flames.
Yet if I apply the equation I have here, its intensity is compounded. And in theory, its power is multiplied.
And the sound effect.
However, as long as it remains a flame, its power is limited.
Using equations to amplify magic powers? This is incredible. You're a genius, Osvald. The one true magic. You're one step closer to it, to standing alone atop the summit of magic scholarship. Though, I must warn you not to grow too fond of the idea, for I will surpass you.
All that for fame.
Time to work, you worthless sacks of meat! Up and out!
Damn, okay. After forced labor, all I need now is a suitable escape route. Someone who knows the history of this place should be able to point me in the right direction. I kind of thought he already had an escape route, but yeah, I think I'm gonna call this a session. It is super late. I need some shut-eye. But yeah, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll catch you guys in the next session. Take care, everyone.